Hello World, J-Bob, the video game slob, coming back at you. Another in-car pickup on a rainy day. A reminder that it still is not spring and it has not sprung yet. Little Goodwill purchase here, little Five Nights at Freddy's. I gotta admit, I never got into this game, but the creatures were always cool, and I like the plushes now for the kids and all, because daughter likes playing with those, so little $1 guy there. Another cool one, Resident Evil Apocalypse, the movie soundtrack was $1. Didn't even know that Resident Evil movie got a soundtrack CD, so for $1, pretty cool. Looks like some have sold anywhere from as little as $4 to as much as like $20 online. So kind of an interesting pickup there. Last $1 pickup, and this thing is beefy. That's why I'm having trouble holding it here. From concept to playable games with Unity and C#. So game design and prototyping and development, very cool. A huge textbook there. I call my collection, the library or the museum, because I have all the things related to not just video games, from their design to their reception to their advertising, all this kind of stuff. So mostly games, but that plays into it too. About to take these into the game store to take the games in that I don't have any use for. Of course, I have the full set, so I'm always interested in picking up these whole collections. So maybe I'll do a count. I don't even know how many there are. I paid $25 for all this. Masters 12, I think that might have some value. UFC 09 is total crap. I'm fairly sure I already have the signature edition of Assassin's Creed, but a solid $2 game. Exclusive code for the outfit inside. I don't know if I have that variant. That looks new to me. So that one's kind of cool, and I don't think 08 has much value. This is missing one of the discs, which it seems to always happen to me, so chuck that one back there. I didn't, they told me that up front, so I didn't factor it into the $25 value. Black Ops, always a good customer favorite, people like that. Here's another one. Exclusive codes to unlock. I don't think I've seen that for the Saints Row 2. So there we go, and I love the foil. You know how I love foil. Come on, YouTube, foil! That's great looking stuff. Gotta love that. So that might be a new variant. Mafia 2, this might be one that I only have the greatest hits of, so that could be cool. And that should have, $8 in value. Speaking of $8 games, I'm pretty sure NASCAR is like an $8 game. Oh god, I think I have every different limited, non-limited, ultimate edition of that game, so that's nothing special. Bad Company, there is a gold version of this that has a cool slipcover. I don't know if that has any value or not. Assassin's Creed, more just consumer-grade crap. At least it's the Game of the Year edition of Arkham Asylum. I love these games. This one does come with the 3D and the extra challenge maps. Just underrated picks that hopefully in the future people will see as worth playing and picking up, that kind of thing. EA Sports MMA, very common game there. I don't think the 2010 has any more value than any of the 2009s or any of that. Almost getting to the end of these. This is the best part. For $25, you just get so many games. NBA is junk. Nobody cares about that. These combo packs still have some value. I don't know if it's much, but they're cool to collect. There's a 12 and a 13. So there's one of those. Raw 2011 is a tough one. I think that's about a $10 game. That's a tougher find. And again, usually the game store is looking for Saints Row, so there's a Saints Row with the cool foil. Here's one that does have some value to it, the UFC 3. I think that might be an $8 or $10 game. And again, just a great game, but not really worth much. Army of 2. So a lot of these games, because as you can tell, I'm sure I'm paying less than $2 a game at $25 for this set. Just picking them up just to store and kind of have long-term value. Because if I can get, I sold a bunch the other day for $3 a piece, you don't have to, when you have 20 of them or 15 of them or how many I have here, and you sell them for $3 a piece, you make, a decent profit. So, and if not, they're just really cool, and I sift out the variants for dirt cheap. So, there it is, YouTube. I'm out. Appreciate ya. All right, hello, we're back. We're going to the GameStop right here, and hopefully going to trade in some things. I did a $25 pickup for Mortal Kombat X, Little Big Planet 3, and Spider-Man down here. But I saw that the trade-in values were super high, over $10 for Wii Sports, so we're going to trade in Wii Sports and that Xbox One controller that I picked up the other day, so hopefully I'll have a postscript. Hello World, J-Bob, the video game slob, coming back at you with that promised postscript video. covering a couple things. So from the other day, I went to the game store as I was pulled up there recording the video. And so I ended up keeping a number of games that I ended up paying $5 for. I'll show you some of the ones that didn't go into the duplicate pile or are going to go into the collection. But I also got these. And so I don't know if I've shown any of these before on the channel, but I pick up the e-reader cards whenever I can because the e-reader, goes with a Nintendo product besides just being a Pokemon product itself. And so probably the only interesting card here as I spill everything everywhere because I'm J. Bob the Slob is this foil card. I guess even like heavily damaged. He said this is a $2 card. Now, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me in the comments if that's true. He gave them to me for free as part of the trade-in. So, if not, cool. But either way, I think for a handful of these, heavily played, mostly damaged e-reader cards, I think an average person would maybe pay $1 or $2 or $3 for these kind of cards. So, nice little free value there. So, as I showed you in the car, I picked up this $25 PS4 lot today, which was really good because I just literally had it delivered to me. I didn't have to spend any gas or time or anything. I always love when those happen. And so I literally walked, picked it up, took it over to the EB Games or GameStop and got paid $29 for the stuff that I traded in. So I made $4 on it and got to keep Little Big Planet 3. Which if you know anything about the channel, I love the only ons because, having the exclusives is nice. And what was really great about it is, I do want that Spider-Man game. I hear it's really awesome. But they just made so many copies. It's so popular that it's going to be cheap in the future. And it looks like it sells for about $25 to $22 on eBay. But I got paid, I don't know, $22, something like that, at GameStop. So there you go. Of course, I did trick them into taking 2 copies of Wii Sports. They always tell you, we're not supposed to take 2 copies of a game at once. But every time I bring in Wii Sports, it seems like they really want them, and they always take them. So, that wasn't a problem. So that worked out. The only thing that didn't really work out was I had that Xbox One controller from the garage sale, took it to the video game store. He said, I have a broken controller, so I'll swap you controllers and take that over to GameStop for me. And I said, all right. And so the guy noticed it was broken, so he knocked it down $5. I still got paid like $9.50 or $10.50 for that stupid thing. So I got quite a bit of money out of a controller that he had that was broken. But he owes me $5 because I took him a good controller and told him I'd run the scheme for him. So that's always good to have in the bank. Nice leverage over our next deal. So one of the games in my pickup video, this had always bothered me about my 360 collection, is this had this printed out game store artwork. So now I have a nice copy that is legitimately complete and has the official artwork. So just a little bit of a condition upgrade there, making the collection a little more complete. Saints Row 2, my copy did not have this exclusive codes to unlock. This does have a code on it, which is pretty cool, but you'll notice it isn't the same as the one on the back. So I do think this is an official code. This isn't put there by a store or anything like that. Wow, that foil looks nice in this light. So I don't know, very interesting. I've never seen this variant before, neither did the video game store guy. So cool to go in the collection. So there's what, out of my $5 in games, I've got, one that's complete, one upgrade. Here's another one that mine didn't have the sticker, so that ended up going into the collection. So I think those are easily worth $5 already. And then, so I had this one loose, which it really isn't worth anything anyway. But, a lot of times I get these collections, or, I'd buy a bunch of loose discs, and, for like 10 cents or a quarter, I'd end up getting these things. And so it really didn't make sense to go out and pay $3 for a game like this. And so you just wait until it comes into collections. So I ended up moving 2 games into complete in box status that I had for the complete set. I really don't have too many more that are loose like this. But I know I have a few of them. I'm trying to think what some of them are off the top of my head, but they're usually sports games or really terrible games like this that I just got lucky and found, and so you just don't want to spend the money because you can still play the game and get all the achievements and do what you want. And there's just so many 360 games out there. So for the whatever it is, the 5 or 6 that I have that are still loose disc or disc with some kind of weird box art or something like that, still on the hunt for. So thanks for tuning in, YouTube, for another 10 minutes of things J Bob has found. I appreciate you. Let me know what you're finding at your GameStops. Let me know the scams that you run. I'd love to hear them in the comment. We'll talk to you later.